everyone, my name is Tech Weasel. I'm a 12-year-old kid. I code Roblox games. In this video, we're going to explore 3D modeling on the Roblox platform without having to use any other softwares or meshes. This is once again another video devoted to crazy lyrics. Either my channel's got a big fan or else they're just taking advantage of the fact that I like their ideas. Either way, this is another video for crazy lyrics. I don't want to go on talking about a single person and the fact that they suggested another comment, but at the end of the video I will talk more about that and just thank them. But let's get straight to the subject. So I'm just going to show you kind of ways that you can build things that look good and make them work together or whatever. I'm also going to use the example of a sword. This video is not themed around swords. Again, that was part of the suggestion from the video, but I'm going to show you how to make a sword. A 3D, not flat, better material, less cheesy one than that. But okay, let's get straight to it. This video will be really easy in my opinion, but who knows, maybe you'll struggle, but I think that it'll be pretty hard. So I'm going to show you, easy, whatever. I'm going to show you mostly how to use these three things, the union, the negate, and the separate. Separate! Sorry, I have a sore throat going on at the moment, so bear with me if I pronounce some things wrong or have some trouble speaking. Anyway, so first thing we're going to do is we're just going to place our first part. Note that if I'm doing a sword example, and if you're going to make this into an actual holdable tool, you're going to need to make sure it faces the right direction before putting it in the tool. So it doesn't matter if you rotate the parts. But once you click this union button to basically bring it all together, you're not going to be able to rotate it. Whichever way it was facing when you unioned it is the way it's going to face when you hold it. It's hard to explain. So, saying we were holding it, I'm pretty sure the way to build it is to make it so the blade of the sword goes this way, up, that way, towards the green thing. So, let's get building our sword. I'm not going to time lapse, but I am going to skip a couple parts. I'll just show you the general idea. First, I'm going to build a handle. I'm going to make it wood. Make it kind of brownish. Scale it down a bit. And then I'm going to add a hilt. Remember, it's okay if this model goes into the ground a bit. You can always lift it up or whatever. The way I'm going to build the hilt is actually duplicating this. I was thinking of making a square hilt, but now I'll actually do this. I'll make the duplicate a bit smaller like that. You just have to be creative and think about how everything is going to work in the final end result. There, so now there's a kind of hilt, adding a bit more texture to the handle of our sword. That's about as far as I'm going to go with the handle. I know Crazy Lyrics requested a video on sword modeling. Oh, and actually, do you see this little glitchy, like how there's an inner circle? Just pull that a bit farther than the other one, and bam, that glitchy circle is gone. Anyway, I know Crazy Lyrics requested a sword modeling video, but this is a modeling video, and I'm not going to go as far on it as you might like. Anyway, next thing we're going to do is we're going to build the blade. Now, there are many ways to go about this. Using multiple wedges, usually like 2, and then also cutting off on the sides. Using a cylinder, and then adding slits and making it sharper. I actually don't know exactly which one I'm going to pick. I think I'm going to start with a wedge. I'm going to make it metal and gray. And I think I'm actually going to make it one wedge. Now, that may not sound like it'll work, but here's my idea. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to rotate it around Gotta make sure not to accidentally grab it because it will flatten against the ground. Now here you'll notice it's actually a bit too big to fit into my handle, which is obviously a problem. Also, this is not what I want. These are the kind of decisions that are really annoying in modeling. So I'm just gonna have to negate it. So I'm gonna make it even longer than it is right now. Like, I'm gonna make it really long. Not as tall. Make sure it can fit into the handle and the hilt. Center it. Move it a bit off. Move it up, and then I'm going to duplicate it. Turn the duplicate exactly opposite. And move the duplicate like that. I'm also going to make it so the duplicate is maybe a bit longer, so that it really gets rid of that entire tip. Maybe make the duplicate have, no, not a bit more of an angle. I'm going to try that. So this duplicate, I'm then going to go into model. It's the first time we've left home on the channel. Click negate. And basically, it's going to become red. And everything that is red, it is going to cut out. Let's try that. Highlight over both parts and click union. And there's your new part. Okay? But obviously that's not what we want, because what we just got is, well, not an improvement. We need something more like this. So I'll get back with a new version that cuts out of it and actually makes it pointy. So as you can see, this would remake the tip. It would make it have a pointy tip, but that's really the only difference it would give it. So we need to do that to more the length of the entire sword, but not necessarily the very entire thing. Wow. I am sorry for the mild poor quality of how this sword is going. It's personally just because I think meshes are a much better way to go in many circumstances, and I'm just not the best at this exact modeling. I've used swords many times in the past, actually, but never made them very good. So I'm going to try unioning this. Oops, I seem to already have this as a union. Wait 1 second. There we go. There was actually a union on top of that wedge. Kind of my fault. Seem to have done something and created a bunch of duplicates. I even have a negative part over there. So now, I'm going to hover over all of it. Try not to highlight that stuff over there from previous videos. I'm going to union it all. And I'm going to have this pretty awful looking sword handle, but I actually kind of like it. Of course, I could do the exact same thing again to add cuts in from the angles, like there and there. But anyway, this is an example video. It's really down to you guys to do all the final work. Oh, remember, using the separate thing, you can set things back to how they were. Let's not do that. So as you can see, this sword, it kind of curves a little. It's just not the best. It's got some flaws. It's popping out of the hilt right there. Okay, there we go. There's no sign of it poking out anywhere. I would say if I played a game, I could tell that is a sword. It's a cheesy one. I've definitely made better. I didn't spend very much time on this one. Anyway, final thing to do is hover over it unit at all. Just note that if you change material color, it's going to change this as one part. The only way to keep it multicolor is to change the individual colors before unioning, or separating and then coloring individually before reunioning. Anyway, I can then, of course, name this handle. Put it inside a tool, whatever I want to do. And I've got my sword. Let's try it. I don't know if it's going to face the right direction, or if my hand is going to grab around the right part, because those are precautions you have to take by making steps as you build it part by part to check out. Also, watch the tools video if you have not. I have some great things in that. It's actually a part 1, part 2 thing, except part 2 was made a bit later, so there's kind of... Part 2 isn't necessary, it's more just like expanding on that. But I suggest watch part 1 and part 2 of that, and you can build cool tools like this speed tool or a heal tool. Anyway, tools are really useful, especially if you're going to be building sword models. Or whatever model you build. I hope whatever you built was, nice. Yeah, I kind of expected that to happen and wanted to show it on camera. Although, maybe I should hide my face cam so that you guys, don't know it's me. I feel bad. I feel like my face cam should be hidden right here. Or better yet, the sword should be hidden. But, yeah. Yeah, this is, a little embarrassing. I kind of expected this. Before you union it, make sure everything is facing the right direction. Let me see if I can build a new sword and fix it. No, I'm not going to do that, no. Well, still, I, hope you learned a bit about, modeling and can make cool looking things. Honestly, I think the sword isn't bad looking. It's a little uneven at the end and stuff, but I could see it working in a beginner game. Remember, you're going to use meshes in a later thing. But, well, thank you for watching, and also thank you, Crazy Lyrics, for suggesting multiple times. You are really helping out the channel by giving me great ideas. And remember, anyone can do that. Anyone can suggest a video just like Crazy Lyrics did. I will probably do it. Remember, I draw lines sometimes, and I don't do any kind of video. I'd rather avoid certain levels of violence or whatever, but, just because family-friendly channel, But still, I think that I must thank you, Crazy Lyrics, for sticking with the channel. I hope you see this video, and if you ever have any more ideas, suggest them. Man, you are really getting a great deal out of this, being the channel is still new, so you're being the only person who's putting up these suggestions. Anyway, see you all, bye! Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell below to get notified when I make another sword that is sideways. No, just kidding. When I make a new video, really, hit the bell. It's really useful. Subscribing really supports the channel. It's a new channel. I could use the help. Did I break this? Whoa. I think this... Oh, no. I accidentally deleted this thingy. Yeah, I'm not actually going to save anything from this video and keep it in this world like I have every other video. Because I personally made some mistakes. But anyway, bye! Like, comment, subscribe, and if you do comment, I will do your ideas most likely. Don't forget, hit that bell. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow. Possibly. I'm slowing down. See you tomorrow.